little dumpster fire babies. How is everyone doing this morning? I hope that your day is off to a wonderful, fantastic start. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Carrington. This is not your first time here, but you've been here a time or two. Definitely go ahead, hit that subscribe button, click the little bell. If you enjoy this video, make sure you give this a thumbs up, and let's go ahead and let's dive on in. It's Trendmood box time. These are seriously some of my favorite boxes to get. I know a lot of people do like Ipsy, BoxyCharm, and it can be a surprise on what you get. I personally don't care for those because a lot of times they're brands or products that I don't use a lot. So what I really love about the Trendmood boxes is generally for the most part, no, you do. You know exactly what you're going to get in the box. You know exactly the color, everything else like that, what's going to be in your box. So there's no surprise. So if there's a box where it's mostly skincare and you're not a skincare type person, you know you can skip over that box. If there's a product you've really been wanting to try, and there's some other goodies in here, you get a really good value. I think the value is really, really good for the Trendmood boxes. You have that option as well. So I like that you can opt in or out for the boxes. You just go online whenever it launches, purchase it if you want it, and then if not, you can just skip over it. So for me, I personally really like the Trendmood boxes. That's something I'm willing to invest my money in over like Ipsy and BoxyCharm. But that's just me. So I'm so excited to go ahead. We're gonna go in here. We're gonna unbox. And then we're going to try everything on. So if you guys are excited to see what I got in this box, was it worth the money? How much money and free products did I get? Then definitely keep on watching. So I have cut a little slit and, wait, did I cut a slit? Yes, okay. I was like, oh no, maybe it didn't work. Cut a little slit in my box and we have quite a box full. So let me just tear the paper here and get it open, and let's dive on in. So, first things first, I see from Keys Soul Care, this is the Nourishing Cleansing Balm. This is the Bamboo Charcoal Shea Butter Cleansing Balm. I actually already do have this, and I love a good cleansing balm. I am here for a good cleansing balm. So, I won't be trying this out on camera, but I do have one, and I do actually really enjoy this cleansing balm. I would choose these over an oil. So I'm happy with that being in the box. Next up, we have from, what is this? Blvd Lashes. This is the Wing It Mascara 24-hour volumizing dual tip mascara. Why am I like, I don't know where my brain cells are going, but I keep thinking mascara, but like in my head is envisioning eyeliner. And I'm guessing it probably has to do with the Wing It. But anyway, so here is like the little cute luxe packaging. It does feel, it feels, it's like cold. I don't know, like it's glass. So on one end you have like this curved wand. I've never tried anything from Blvd Lashes. Everyone else, I don't think I've ever even heard of this brand. And then on the other side, okay. This is a very tiny little mascara. So this has top and this has bottom. Oh, one for your top lashes, one for your bottom. Okay, now I get it. I was thinking it was going to be kind of like the Huda Beauty, where you have like different ends, but you use them together. That's what I was thinking. I was wrong, but we'll be trying that out. So next up is another product from Keys Soul. So this is this Soft Stay Brow Gel. This is in clear. So this was actually supposed to launch with one of her previous boxes. Either didn't release on time, or there was some issue, or they didn't get it on time to be able to get it. So, okay, this is actually, like, this comes with quite a bit of product. Like, that's a lot. Oh, it says, I am resilient. I love that. Okay, so that's a lot of products. Like, this whole thing is filled with, like, brow gel. And then you have, like, the little wand. So that's a lot. So if this is a good brow gel, this could be a very, very good value. Next up is going to be from Kapari. This is the Ultra Restore Body Butter with Hyaluronic Acid. Did I purchase this or did I get this somewhere else? How did I get this? Because I do have this. It's in my bathroom. I don't know. I don't remember how I got this. But I do already own this and I love this. This is probably like my go-to whenever I get out of the shower. For me, when I go into like my whole in-depth shower routine, right, because it can get real in-depth, let me just tell you that. I get in, so before I even start, I do like my hair treatment, get all of that ready to go for a few hours. I get in, I start the process of washing my hair, I exfoliate my skin, I shave, and then I just like exfoliate again using the KP bump eraser, usually before I'll use something else. Then I wash my body, and then I'll put like a shower oil on, and then when I get out, I'll put this on, and this is very hydrating. This is very good. I really like that. Next up is going to be from e.l.f. This is the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. It's just a plain Jane Power Grip Primer. I have this as well. I really like the Power Grip Primer. Like, I don't have any issue with it. It's really nice. It's really affordable. You can get it at any drugstore. It does actually grip onto your makeup, so I really do appreciate this. I don't know if I'm going to use this exact one. I think I'll go find the one that's already open. Next up is going to be from Blvd Lashes again. So these are the Gemini Premium Faux Mink Lashes. This says it is up to 25 wears. So if you're somebody who wants to make your lashes last, that says up to 25 times. True or not? I don't know. All right, next up is also from Kapari. This is the niacinamide and caffeine eye bright cream. So this is a refreshing eye cream comprised of clinically backed active ingredients, including niacinamide and caffeine, to reduce the appearance of dark circles and puffiness while simultaneously soothing and hydrating the skin. So we're gonna go ahead and try this out, like, okay, while we're, going through the box. So it comes in like this cute, I love this color, okay? I love this color. Mint green, seafoam green. Chef's kiss, okay? Love it so much. So it comes with like a little squeezy tube. Okay, got out just like a little amount. We're gonna go ahead and apply this all underneath my eyes. I will bring a little bit up onto the eyes as well, just provide some hydration because my skin is dry, leaning dry. Do not do. It kind of has a spa-like scent, and it does kind of feel, if we're gonna be honest, kind of thick. So like this would be like a really good thick hydrating eye cream. Next up is from Kinship. This is the Self Reflect Rose Probiotic Moisturizing Zinc Oxide Sunscreen with broad spectrum SPF 32. So I am a huge fan of sunscreen. If you guys are not new here, you guys will know I will talk about sunscreen every chance that I get. If you guys are new here, I love sunscreen. Sunscreen, okay? Sunscreen all year round, sunscreen applied all the time. I'm here for it. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply some of this as well. Interesting, okay. So it's kind of coming out kind of peachy. It really doesn't have much of a scent, if we're gonna be honest. Okay. All right. Doesn't feel bad. Okay. It feels nice and thick. I will say it kind of has a slight greasiness to it. But again, it's not like it comes on sheer. Oh, this says Sheer Reef Safe Mineral Sunscreen for blemish prone skin. Formulated with a patented probiotic technology to support a healthy skin barrier. Apply liberally to face 15 minutes before sun exposure and reapply every 2 hours like normal. So the tube is 50% recycled plastic, and it's plant-based, non-GMO, dermatologist tested. Yeah, it's not really feeling really as oily now, so it could have just been the one-time use. All right, and the last product, I'm not gonna lie, I'm real excited about this because this has been on my wish list for a while. This is the Nabla Read My Mind palette. I never purchased it. I really do like a lot of Nabla's palettes. I have a lot of their minis, things like that, and I really wanted to try this palette. This looks, first of all, really, really pretty. And it's broken up into like quads. Like you can work with quads. It looks like Okay. Almost every quad has 2 mattes, 2 shimmers, except for the last quad here is just all mattes. So you can really just like mix and match all that you want. What's interesting is the name. So each row has a name, right? So it's like Scarlet up here, and then it's like Scarlet 1, 2, 3, 4, Rose 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. It's very, very interesting. So that is everything that we have gotten in the box. So now we need to go ahead and we need to try out these products. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with the eyes because I love doing the eyes first. I feel like it's important. Maybe it's just important to me, but I still feel like it's important. So what do I want to do? Let's start off with Honey number 15, which is kind of like this mustard brown. And let's just go ahead. There we go. Nice. It's nice. It's pigmented. No issues. Does have some kick up in the pan. That was from dunking my brush in. Like, just like that. Does create that kind of kick up in the pan. Not seeing anything on my face. It's blending easily. No problems, no issues. I'm going to take that same brush. I'm going to move on into Honey 16. At least I think this is how you're supposed to read the names. I don't actually know. Okay, this one doesn't really have any kick up in the pan, so I'm not sure if it's actually like picking up super well as compared to the other one. Oh no, no. It is. This one does take a little bit more like putting your brush in, whereas the first shade I only put it in like 2 or 3, like tap tap, 2 or 3 times. Got some pretty good pigment. This one I did this about 5, 6 times maybe, and we got about this level of pigment. So not bad, but definitely different than the first. So for the outer corner, I'm going to go into Sage number 9, which is like this deeper, darker shade right here. Let's go ahead. This one does have a little bit more kick up in the pan. I'm just going to tap that on my outer corner. Getting a little smoky here, but might as well. Got some pretty lashes and stuff like that to put on, so why not? All right, so we have a few different shimmer options. I want to start off with the shade. Let's try this one. This is Rose 5. Okay. It looks like it's going to be a lot chunkier than the others. Well, that's pretty though. But it's definitely not. It does feel like soft. Well, okay, I wouldn't say like soft. This is a little bit more glittery and topperish. So let's go into Scarlet number 1. Okay, that one feels a little bit different than the other one. Feels a little bit softer, not quite as dry. Okay, we're gonna have to layer this up to get where I want to go. It almost looks like that other shade. Is it oh, it's a duochrome. Huh. It looks gold in the pan, but it actually shifts kind of pink. Interesting. So for this palette, I think the mattes are kind of what steals the show for me personally. The shimmers, I mean, they are pretty, like, don't get me wrong, they are pretty. If you want something a lot more intense and a lot more metallic than this probably isn't going to be the palette for you, because even with all the different formulas, they all feel somewhat dry, not super intense, like in comparison to like my Give Me Glow or like Blend Bunny. So if you are like that person that likes that level of shine to your lids, those other palettes would be great. This one I could see where you could get frustrated with. If you are somebody where you do like something a little bit more topperish, or maybe you just want a palette with some like really great mattes, you don't really care that much about shimmers, although that does make up a good portion of the palette, but anyways, then I could see where you would really, really like this palette. I do like this palette. I'm always here for some good mattes. The shimmers aren't terrible. They're more topperish, which I can work with. And you know, sometimes it might be good to have a palette where I actually have to reach into some of my singles, because I struggle with doing that. All right, so we have the Blvd lashes. This is the mascara. So we have the top right here. So okay, so again, it's kind of curved. Let's see. We think. It's a very wet formula. Feels thick. Look at that. That is there. We are now back. And we have the Power Grip primer. I'll just go ahead and use this one, so I don't want to have to go get my other one. Okay, I've decided. So this is a really, really good primer. Easy to use. Okay, you just pump it out onto your hand. Right? You just get some, and then you just kind of tap it on your face. I've seen people rub it in. With this being so sticky, I'm more of a tapper. If you're more of a rubber and not a tapper, then that's fine. But I am more of a tapper. And then from here, you'll wait about 30 seconds to a minute. I like to wait just a few minutes, but I also do like T-zone priming. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the brow gel. So I like to have that set while I work on other things. So, okay. Just kind of shape out my brows, like so, till I fill them in lighter. So now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna move on into the lower lash line. But I want to play with some different colors, some different mattes. That took me like a good minute to get out. So I'm going to start off with Rose 6 right here. This lighter shade. So we're going to do pinky, kind of pinky on the bottom. Ooh, that has a lot of kick up. And on the brush too. Wow. Quite the kick up. Then I'm going to move on into, what is this? Scarlet number 2. It's a little bit deeper. I'm not going to bring it as far down as the other one. But and then I'll go into Scarlet number 4, which is this deeper type pink shade right on over here. And that'll just focus that on the outer like third. Let's try number Honey 14 on a little brush. See how well this applies. This is a dry brush, so okay, not bad. All right, and then I want to try that mascara on the bottom lashes, because this is like a really tiny brush, and I hate trying to put mascara on my bottom lashes because they're so big. It might lower. Oh, okay, quite interesting. I have never, ever had a mascara wand this tiny. But it really does the job. Interesting. I think I liked it a lot more than I thought I was going to, if I'm being honest. I'm a little bit impressed. So here's the completed and final look with all of the products from the Trendmood boxes. So personally, I actually really like this box. I didn't feel it was like overly skincare heavy, and I didn't feel like it was overly makeup heavy. I thought there was a good mixture of each. There were some products that I got to try that I had never ever even heard of the brand before. So I think the price that I paid for the box versus the value of the box and how much I got in free product, I feel like was definitely worth it. I felt like that was very fair. And again, I thought it was a really good mixture of skincare and makeup. Sometimes it can be very, very skincare heavy. And other times it can be very, very makeup heavy. And I thought it was a good in between. And I feel like the products that they chose for like the skincare were just mildly different. Like you had a cleansing balm, you had the eye cream, you had like the lotion, and then you had like this, which is good for like, you know, you have like the sunscreen, but it's also good to go under makeup so that way you're protected from the sun. So my top 3 products that I personally got from the box that I love. Okay, first of all, top place, this right here, this mascara, so good. I've never heard of Birdie Lash Mascara. I have never heard of that before, but I loved how I was able to do my lower lashes and my top, and it created beautiful lashes. I was also very excited for the sunscreen because I am a sunscreen type of gal. Okay, I just am. And then this eye cream. It was really nice and thick and hydrating, and with me being dry skin, love that. I was really excited about the palette until I tried it out. I think the mattes are really, really good. It's just the shimmers that are just a little bit more lackluster for me. Again, I like those more intense. It doesn't mean it's a bad palette. It just means expect that you will have to build up and it'll be a little bit more light on the eyes, which I think is something that like I just personally need to get used to, because I'm looking at this now. I'm like, that actually doesn't look bad. Like there's nothing wrong with that. But I think it's just more like, I'm just like, ooh, I'm so unused to this. I don't know what to do. So that's it for today's video. I hope that you all enjoyed. If you did, definitely give this video a thumbs up. If you guys have not yet subscribed, definitely go ahead and do so. I invite you to do so. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. What did you think of the Trendmood box? Do you normally pick them up? Have you ever wanted to pick them up? Let me know all of that down below. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye!